Hi, everybody. I don't know if you can hear me, but Rose here, okay? So, again, like I say, men do not benefit from being faithful, okay? I would like for you to tell me a reason why a man shouldn't cheat or wouldn't cheat. Because if you tell me it's because you're beautiful, I would say that is not a good enough of a reason. Now, I want to give you a chance to keep going. Tell me again why a man shouldn't cheat or wouldn't cheat. You're beautiful, you have a career, it doesn't make it. What is it? You're stunning. Beautiful stunning is the same thing. Okay, you're gorgeous. Is it not the same thing? Now, I need to keep going. What else? What are the attributes about you that you think will stop a man from cheating on you or prevent a man from ever wanting to desire another woman? There isn't, because men do not benefit from being faithful. It's not in their biology or their physiology to become faithful to any woman. It doesn't matter how beautiful you think you are. And oftentimes women do not understand this. They think that they can keep a man with their beauty, or they think that they can keep a man because they're smart. Being smart and beautiful may be the attributing factors as why he was attracted to you in the first place, but those are not the factors that are going to maintain this man of yours, okay? So therefore, going into a relationship as a woman, if you understand and know that your beauty will never keep a man, and if you understand that men are not kept by what you do in the bedroom, you will have an advantage, because then you are not thinking in the delusional perspective or aspect. Okay, you're looking into this with a logical mind, and if you go into a relationship with a logical mind, especially a relationship dealing with men, you have the advantage, because then you would think 2 or 3 steps ahead of him, and by the time he realizes that you're not a fool, you would have picked up that he is the biggest fool. Okay, you will have the advantage, and it will help you navigate how you behave in a relationship and what sign to watch out for. But when a woman solely relies on her beauty, on the physical attribute, which is going to fade, has a factor that is going to keep a man, I would say you will end up being disappointed. And you may need time to grow mentally to realize that dealing with men requires a thought process, that is different from the norms or the maxes. Because most women out there, they are going to advise you that, if the man doesn't do this or do that. And I'm here to say the mentality of a man is different than that of a woman. If you have a woman telling you how you should behave, someone like me telling you your thought process, what I say may not be what you want to hear. Okay, because I have a very unconventional aspect or ways of approaching men or talking to them or telling women how to navigate. I will not teach you how to grab money from men. Okay, it has a compensatory mechanism in terms of, okay, all men cheat, so therefore get money from him. Nah, that will not keep him either. Because guess what? If he can give you money, do you know what he's going to do? He's going to give another woman money to get what he got from you. So using money for men as a form of validation, I think, is a very low standard. But it seems as if these days most women are very attracted to that, and they gravitate towards topics that encourage them to go after the richest. Okay, the richest men in Babylon. I get it. Of course, money speaks. We all need money. Money is powerful. We need money. Okay, because sometimes your need for money can make a difference between life and death. So I do understand how important money is, but there's one thing I will never understand is how to get money from men just because you're beautiful, or just because you feel as if these men would cheat. Either way, I would say that it is better to keep your dignity and remain single than to seek money from men, because all men cheat. Yes, all men cheat. And how you call it, therefore, what do you do now? Now the question is, Rose, if all men cheat and men do not benefit being faithful, then what should I do? Should I become a nun? I would say no. You don't have to become a nun just because I mean cheat, okay? And when I say all, I hate to generalize. When I say all, it's just a figure of speech, okay? Most men cheat. This will make sense if I say most men cheat. So most men do cheat, not all men, okay? The 1% that do not cheat, they are unable to cheat, or they are not physically attractive enough to attract the opposite gender, or they don't have the means. If not, if you were to give men the freedom to say, if you cheat, there isn't any type of reprimand, they would definitely cheat. If you were to say, look, this is free zone, you can cheat and you won't be judged, they will cheat. So the 1% that do not cheat, is it because of lack of desire or lack of ability to cheat? You want me to answer you? I would say it's lack of opportunity. Those who do not cheat, they don't have the opportunity. And because they lack the opportunity to cheat, they don't have the desire. But give that man the opportunity, okay, the judgment-free zone, where when he cheats, there won't be any type of judgment. His desires are going to change. A man's desire is based off his income, is based off the opportunity that is presented at him, is based off his thought process. His desires are going to be affected by how you call it, not physical. Well, it could be a physical attribute. He may look very handsome, whereby he attracts the opposite. So therefore, he may develop a desire, because he is being approached by a woman, right? But his desire is also driven by his income. His desire is driven by his societal status. His desire is driven by his achievement. His desire is mentally driven by what he thinks of himself. So, does he have the desires to cheat? I am going to ask you that. Every man on this planet may not cheat, but they all have the desire to cheat if they could. And I want you to come here and prove me wrong. Because if you can prove me wrong, I'm telling you, you need to debate with me. I love to debate people, I like to debunk theories. My name is The Theories of Rose. No, that's the name of my channel. But my name is Rose. So therefore, I don't mind, debunking, aspect or debunking. Oh, look at here. Yes, as far as a man is concerned, if a beautiful woman we're attracted to is not available, we will wait till we have one in our sight. I get it, of course, buddy. What's up, bud? So therefore, every man, or most men have I would say every man have the desire to cheat, but only few have the opportunity and the right circumstances, the right means, the right attributes to cheat. But in their dreams, they all do have wet dreams with the woman that they desire, other than their wives, other than their girlfriend, other than their partner. You want to prove me wrong? No, I wasn't in your dream. I wish I was. But I know you do have a wet dream with women that do not look like your partner, and you want to prove me wrong. Yeah, Rose, you can read mind? No, I cannot. There's one thing I understand well, it's the nature of man. Being faithful will never benefit them. Being faithful is a form of imprisonment for men. Being faithful is like, this is not my element. When you are out of your element, you don't perform well. That's how come it's hard to keep a man, okay? It's hard for women to keep a man because women do not understand that it is not in the male nature to be faithful. Hello, Rose, beautiful. Oh, it's a hello, my beautiful Rose. I think you are the women. What? To chase my bad boys. Oh, what? All right, you better change because I think you are, buddy, you're a cheater. Not a cheater, but I know your ways, By now, I think I know the person that you are. I have, a good look on you. Yeah, cheater or player, you choose, okay? I think you are a playboy. Already, as I was saying, being faithful will never benefit a man because you are pushing him, the opposite direction. He will deal with it because societal norms. He will deal with wanting to become faithful, wanting to, follow societal norms. You know me well, of course I know, buddy. I know your type. So wanting to fulfill what society expects of him is going to force him to want to become faithful. But that doesn't mean within himself he can become faithful. He cannot. Yeah, give him the right opportunity. I don't know what women think, and this thing baffles me. When woman says, "Well, I can't believe he cheated," I'm like, you were dealing with a man or a woman? Because if women do cheat, what do you expect of men? The man with multiple desires, the man with testosterone, what do you expect from him? And what did I say from the get-go? Your beauty will not keep him from cheating. Your career achievement will not keep him. Your big body, did I say body? Your big behind will not keep this man from cheating. What else? Your brain will not keep him from cheating. Oh, career achievement, it doesn't. Those are attributes. He will come and be attracted to you because you have those. But guess what? He's going to cheat on you with a woman who doesn't even have those attributes or achievement. Now, what is there to give? What is missing? What are you missing? Aren't you beautiful enough to keep him in the bedroom? Oh my God. Lingeries? Yeah. You bought new lingeries. Yeah. But it couldn't keep him. What else do you have to do? Rose, can you teach me some moves? Yeah. To hell with that. Because I wouldn't. There's one thing I will teach you though. You need to think like them. Yeah. You know, the approach to life is very simple. A man can justify why he cheats. A man will always justify why he cheated, and through his justification of the reason why he cheated, use that against him. I know, buddy, of course. I know you meant a woman, I got that. I know I couldn't read it when I saw women, but I mean, I do have typing errors, okay? And also that English is not my first language. Anyway, I digress. I was talking about your type, okay, Harry. I was talking about your type, Harry. So, again, what was I saying? Man, through their justification of the reason why they cheated, you need to use that against them. Or you want to justify that you cheated because you missed me so much and I wasn't there and you had to get with another woman. So what does that mean? If I'm not there and I am the one that you misses, how come you couldn't wait for me? That is because you're naive. You fail to understand that the desire of a man is unstoppable. When a man wants to get into the cheek of a woman, I know. I'm about to get vulgar. My nature. Oh, okay, no problem. Got it. I'm about to get vulgar. I don't have any problem because I'm not trying to please anyone. I'm not trying to please the masses. So I'm about to get vulgar. When a man is trying to get into the cheek of a woman, he will say anything. And he is going to justify why he got in there. But there's one thing he always forgets to tell when he's trying to justify himself. That is how horny he was. Did I say horny? Oh yeah. I'm not talking about horny. I'm talking about horny. Meaning how much he wanted to a point where his impulses couldn't control him. When a man tries to get into the cheek of another woman, do not ask him why he got in there. Because he wanted to. It's dumb to ask a man, why did you cheat? You mean why he desired another woman? Why he got tired of your cookies and wanted another woman? You want him to tell you why. Don't you think he will not tell you? He's going to find every attribute or every reason why he got into the cheek of another woman without telling you the actual reason. He couldn't control his impulses. He was horny and he doesn't have self-control, and the one coochie cannot keep him. He did not tell you. But when he got with you, he had to convince you that you were the one, my dear. You were the brightest star that he has never seen. Oh my God, you shine so bright, my dear. When I look at you, I think you are the most beautiful woman. And I believe that my wound shall be kept by you, no other woman. That is the initial stages of every relationship. And even this man himself doesn't know that he is putting himself into trouble. Because all the promises that he's making to you, he cannot keep. But he won't realize this now because he is desperate. He wants to get into your cheek. So therefore, your cheeks, okay? So therefore, he is going to tell you that you are the one, and without you there shall be none. Meaning, he is going to, commit to you. He cannot commit to you, my dear. He is a man. What part of it didn't you understand? You cannot trust him. He doesn't trust himself and he doesn't know what he's getting into. Because from the initial stages, a new coochie to a man is like a second chance at life. Oh my God. A second chance at life. This is a new coochie, Mario. A second chance at life. Do you know what the new coochie means to a man? That's mean life. You want to know the significance of life to a man is a new coochie. And do you want to know every man's type is the new coochie? The woman that he has conquered, it doesn't mean her coochie is not giving. Oh my God, my dear, she is giving. She is stunning. She is beautiful. But there's one thing that will make the man move mountain. That is the woman he hasn't discovered. If I mean discover, I mean he hasn't been in. Vulgarity. I'm sorry. That is the woman that will make him move mountain. That is the woman that he's going to sacrifice for. Even if he's been with you, or he is willing to travel, he is willing to get first class seat and travel to this woman. Now you're going to wonder why. The newness of the cushy, the better. He cannot miss that opportunity because he is a man. He was born a man, born of a woman. Oh yeah, I shall get going, and I'm coming. If I shall get going, I mean I'm coming for this man. Meaning, boss, you're coming for the man. What do you mean? No, I'm trying to tell this woman that you need to understand this man. Yeah, don't be surprised. These are my friends. Understand them so well to a point where nothing that these men do, I'm telling you, surprises me. Oh, I love how smart you are. Always have. Okay, I wish I was seeing your beautiful torn leg. Whoa, buddy, torn legs. Do you see what I mean? Don't you think you're in trouble for saying this? Do you know how much of a lifting it takes me to get that torn legs? I know, but sometimes I have to cover. I'm an African queen, my dear. My third eye is speaking today, not my body. Even though sometimes I like to say, here, boss, today you may be humble, but you're always showing your torn legs. That's how come I knew your legs were torn. I get it. I know what you mean. Sometimes I can be very flamboyant, right in your face. Sometimes I can be humble. You want to see the muscles? Okay, I can show you my muscles. Oh my God. They are torn though. Look. Ooh. Oh, look at my muscles. Hey, what's up? You see? I'm still toned, buddy. Like I say, when a man wants to sell you the world, yes, my kid, I know you are, and I see you. Hard work, yeah, in your of course. You are on my fitness channel, right? I know you are there because I can see your name. I do recognize you. So you know how hard I work in the gym. Already, as I was saying, the newness of a woman is something that a man cannot miss. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. The new woman. That's how come every man cheat, but they will never admit to that. Because when you desire something so much and you know you don't have self-control and you know that you have lied to yourself, because men always lie to themselves. That's how come I tell men, if you are open to women and tell them exactly what you're looking for in between their legs, the world will be in a better place. Now, someone will say, Rose, you think a man can be that honest? When we are honest with you guys, we don't get what we want. And you are right. Because we are very naive as women. We like to hear lies. We don't like to hear what the truth is from the mouth of a man. Can you imagine if a man were to say, well, Rose, I know you may be torn, but guess what? When I look at you, all I see is meat. But I would like to get in that meat, Rose. Would I accept him? This is a man who comes to me and says, Rose, I think you're very beautiful. Oh, you are my queen. When I look at you, I can feel as if you are the queen of where? Maybe Zimbabwe. I'm not from Zimbabwe. Maybe the queen of South Africa. Or the queen of Lesotho. The queen of Botswana. Tanzania. Oh, Uganda. I get it. Which one would I choose? I would choose the one who said I was the queen of Uganda, instead of the one who is honest and said, I just want to hit that meat. I want to beat it, my dear. Give me the cheeks. And I don't want you. I'm not going to commit to you. And I'm not going to give you anything. I am just going to bring my wood to you. would I choose? So women cannot take the honesty of men. That is the truth I'm trying to get at. As much as we want men to become honest, we cannot digest it. That is the truth. Nothing but the truth. No, women cannot. We can pretend like, oh, I'm strong. Oh my God, I'm strong mentally. We all want the validation as women. And men have understood that about women. So therefore, they are going to use that against us. I'm sorry. This is the honest truth. Now the thing is, Rose, what am I supposed to do? I want a man who doesn't cheat. I want a good man. My thing is, if you want a good man and you don't want a man who cheats, I know that it's impossible. Maybe you should want a man who doesn't have the opportunity, the ability to cheat. But would you be attracted to that type of man? Go to a man who doesn't have enough means, who doesn't have the looks. Go to a man that no woman wants. Maybe he won't cheat, just maybe. Maybe he's unable to cheat because he lacks the opportunity. Maybe he's unable to cheat because no woman wants him but you. Maybe, just maybe, he won't cheat. Am I saying it's impossible to find a man who doesn't cheat? I would like to say keep looking. I haven't found one. I'm so sorry. I'm not here to sell you dreams. No, I'm not. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I don't give a damn. I'm not trying for you to validate me. I don't give a damn. I'll make these videos whenever I want to. Oh, you're going back to work. Oh, look at you. You're always working, buddy. Damn, you working so hard. Take care of yourself. You know what? You work so hard and therefore you play hard. That's the reason why you are a player. Now, good luck, okay, buddy? Have a great day at work. I'm still here. So, again, as I was saying, it's going to be hard to find a man who doesn't cheat. It's going to be hard to find a man who doesn't have the desire to cheat. Now, the thing is, you wanting a man who doesn't cheat, does that mean you also do not want him to have the desire to cheat? So desire and doing it, which one is worse? Question. Ooh, I'm going to question you. So the desire of a man wanting to cheat and a man actually cheating, which one of the two is worse? Because whenever we do something in life, all these achievers, like high achievers and inventors, they had the desire first. You might meet a man who is at the stage of desiring to cheat or wanting to cheat, but not executing it because he doesn't have the right opportunity. So, do you want a man who has the desire to cheat, or who is already cheating, or who said he would cheat, or who is determined to cheat? What stage of a man do you want? Because they all come in different phases. That's how come you say, well, he wasn't a cheater, but he cheated on me after 5 years. He wasn't? You mean he didn't have the right opportunity to cheat on your behind? Is that what it is? Because to be honest, my dear, which one is it? What part of this am I not understanding? I would like to understand, because I can never comprehend women that are naive and think that their coochie, their beauty, their looks is going to keep a man. You are very naive for thinking like that as a woman. Now the thing is, someone will ask Rose, if all the men cheat or they all have the desire to cheat, what is left for us to do as women? We want the perfect man. You yourself, you're not perfect. I am not perfect. How can you desire something that you're not? You may not be the cheating type as a woman, but you want your opposite, meaning you want the man to become a perfect man who isn't a cheater. Nothing like that exists. It's a matter of time and opportunity. I will say right along. Oh, when he cheats, make sure you never find out. I'm sorry. I think I am the worst. Rose, you are the worst. Yeah, I am the worst because I'm not going to tell you how to get a billionaire. I will not. I don't care about the billionaire. No, that's not what I'm looking for. And that's not what I want you to look for, because they are worse. You want a billionaire? Don't you think he's going to cheat on your behind and you will know? The poor man is going to cheat, the billionaire will cheat. So woman will say, I'd rather be with a billionaire who cheat, but at least I have access to the money. Why be with a poor man who cheat? If a billionaire will cheat and still give me something. I would say it's all part of your morality, which one you align with. I am so proud of myself. Maybe I am cocky with a luck, my dear. Your money is not something I'm attracted to. It's not the determining factor. Okay, respect is all I'm looking for. Billionaires have tendencies not to view women as what they are. Cherish her, they have tendency to be very rude, by the way. Now, Rose, have you been with a billionaire? How about you shut up? The thing here is, if every man cheat or have the desire to cheat, what is left for women to do? How are you going to approach this scenario? Should you date? Should you not? You know how complicated has this sound? I'm here to tell you that it's complicated. It should always remain complicated. Men don't understand the nature of men fully, and women do not want to accept and understand the nature of men. If not, women do understand the nature of men. But men do not understand our nature fully, because even in our anatomy, physiology is complicated than the male. The men have a very basic anatomy, but we are very complicated. Okay? Even our daily cleanliness is complicated. To keep up as a woman is a complicated business. A man, that's how come even certain predisposed disease processes or condition, women are prone toward the men. I'm not here to talk about the statistics or theories or things like that. Okay? Even certain disease processes, women are vulnerable toward the men. Okay? I'm not talking about the hereditary diseases. So a woman is a complicated being. A man is not. If only women could understand that, a man shall always remain a man. What do you mean, Rose? You're speaking in parable, in riddle or parable. You take it as it is. We don't want to accept the true nature of men. And men do not want to tell us their true nature because we cannot accept the truth. We cannot. We like liars. We like the players, like Harry, Harry is a player, like one of my subscribers. He is a player, but most women will not accept him for being honest, for being the man that he is, for wanting to desire multiple women, for cheating, for doing that. We frown upon that. But do we accept the one that cheats in corners? Do we accept the one that cheats in our back? Did you accept it because you don't know or because you don't want to know the truth? That's the question, my dear. Which one is it? So if you say pick your options, you want a man who cheat openly or a man who cheat in overt or covertly, openly and backdrop. Which one do you want? Because every man has the desire to cheat. They may not be cheating now, but they will, or they may, or they want to cheat. They are constantly wanting to find avenues to cheat, because one woman could cheat cannot keep them happy. They don't benefit from you only. But aren't you good enough? Are your moves not good enough in bed? Is that why they don't benefit from being faithful to one woman? I would like to say, do you have more testosterone than a man? When you do, come back to me and ask me why men cheat. Now, Rose, are you taking the accountability and the responsibility for men and blaming it on testosterone, a hormone? I will say, because I don't have a lot of testosterone than men, I wouldn't answer this question, but I know testosterone is a factor. Yes, it is a factor that contributes to their desire to want to sleep with most women. Their desire to always want to cheat, find a way to cheat, even if they are with the most beautiful woman. Once he has conquered you, he needs to conquer another woman he is not being in. I told you guys that a new coochie was a second life opportunity to a man. And his dream come true. That, I am with my wife, but it would be really a life-saving gesture if I could be with another woman that I've never been in. Volker is my middle name. I'm so sorry. I wish I could put it another way. I know my subscribers and people that are watching me, they're all adults, so I don't give a damn. You were not born today, my dear. You not being born today is the reason why I'm telling you the bullshit, that we are in. Okay? Uncommon theories, uncommon answer. My name is Rose, and I shall always remain the words that you know. Thank you, my dear.